It was supposed to be the ultimate weapon, the invisible fighter jet that would dominate the skies and ensure the United States' military air supremacy for decades. But the F-35, the pride of American stealth technology, is facing an enemy that could render it obsolete. On the other side of the world, China is developing advanced systems that challenge the invisibility of the West's most modern fighters. How is the Chinese Air Force managing to neutralize the United States' stealth advantage? What are the technologies behind this military revolution? What does this mean for the future of air warfare and the global balance of power? In this video, we will dive into the strategies, technologies, and geopolitical implications of this silent but extremely dangerous confrontation that is redefining the 21st century arms race. There at the channel's forefront, it's me. In today's video, we are going to discuss the prospects of the American armed forces in terms of containing China in the coming years. It is speculated that by around 2027, therefore in 3 to 3.5 years at most, the Chinese will have a ratio of 12 aircraft to one of the United States, from the 180-degree meridian to the Chinese coast. In other words, the United States will no longer have air superiority over the Chinese in this region. That's what we are going to study now. Follow along with us. People who mistakenly believe that the Chinese Air Force is a collection of old Soviet-era aircraft are completely wrong. China today has 2,200 fighters, with 600 of them being the J-10 model, 600 the J-11 model, and 200 the J-20 model. In addition, the J-50 fighter, FC-3 and the upcoming J-36, whose project
o caça J-50, FC-31 e o advento aí em breve do J-36, cujo projeto foi exibido em dezembro.
It was shown in December of last year, therefore, about a month ago. In contrast, the numbers favor the United States Armed Forces, because between the Air Force, the Navy, and the Marine Corps Aviation, they would have about 3,150 aircraft, including 370 F-15 jets, 800 F-16 jets, 900 F-18 jets, 180 F-22 jets, and 630 F-35 jets, in addition to about 122 bombers of various types. There is a significant caveat regarding these numbers, because a quantity only has a synergistic effect.
630 jatos F-35, além de cerca de 122 bombardeiros dos mais diversos tipos. Há porém significativo com relação a esses números, porque uma quantidade só tem efeito sinérgico quando concentrada em determinado ponto.
When concentrated at a specific point. The fact is that the United States Armed Forces have commitments worldwide, not just in the Pacific, whereas China's concern is its coastline and surrounding areas. In other words, if the United States concentrates all its forces there, they will neglect threats from Russia, Iran, North Korea, and any other countries that pose a danger to American hegemony. Moreover, many of the American bases in the Indo-Pacific region are not in a state of operational readiness. The United States is trying to do its homework. They are retrofitting several naval air bases in the Pacific that have been deactivated since the end of World War II, in addition to securing strategic allies like Japan and South Korea, and engaging in quite an interesting courtship with India, although Indian engagement in an alliance against China is doubtful. But the greatest threat from China to the United States is not military. It is the capability of the Chinese defense industry to produce on a large scale, while simultaneously creating a dependency on its American counterpart.
The
United States defense industry is highly dependent on the supply of Chinese materials, especially strategic minerals. President Trump's policy of imposing tariffs on China could significantly raise the cost of inputs for the American defense industry, and these costs will be passed on to taxpayers in the form of budget impacts. If the United States does not want to increase its military budget, which is already in the trillions, they will have to settle for fewer planes and fewer ships in the most strategic region of the world, the Indo-Pacific. However, in any case, the hegemony of the F-35, which has never been effectively proven in combat, is under threat. Chinese fighter jets are modern, have a lot of onboard technology, and against the F-35, we have the fact that the Pacific region is very vast. It will need greater autonomy, a larger payload, and the Chinese numbers are counterbalancing, weighing heavily against the F-35. Well, folks, I wanted to say that this video here is not conclusive. A lot can still happen. We have an administration that is just starting now. We don't know the measures it will take. People will not stand still in the face of this situation. It should take its precautions, and we'll see how this unfolds. We will continue to update you. But leave in your comments what you think. If American hegemony is threatened, if Chinese technology is better, worse, or similar to that of the United States. We are interested in knowing your perception on this subject. So that was our video for today, okay? Subscribe to our course on the Canal de Guerra. There's also the Amazon bookstore there. Comment, share, give your like. If you want to contribute to the growth of our media, you can help with the super sticker or super chat, or also with Pix, which bypasses YouTube's restrictions. And we'll be back shortly, always with responsibility and commitment. See you later, folks. And today, we made a special selection of books for those who like aviation. They are not novels, just books that provide professional knowledge on the subject. They are books on aircraft accident investigations and real aviation stories.
E histórias reais da aviação, com destaque para o Ivan Santana. Ivan Santana, para quem não conhece,
with emphasis on Ivan Santana. Ivan Santana, for those who don't know, is a Brazilian author. He wrote Caixa Preta, Perda Total, and several other books. The important thing about these books is that with them, you will learn not only how the process of investigating aviation accidents works, but also pilot training, aviation routine, safety principles. In short, the entire aviation universe is unveiled for you in this selection of books that the channel has prepared. All of them are on our wish list, and every time you buy books and other items from the ARTE Da Guerra channel's wish list, you are helping to maintain our platform. You can access it either through the description at the bottom of the video or via the QR code that appears on your screen.
No rodapé do vídeo, como através do QR Code que aparece na sua tela.
Subtitled by Sonia Ruberti.